Get ready, kids. It's time for Nikki's Wiki. Let's watch all the fun things Nikki did this year.
Your turn, Drew.
Nice shot.
Hey, Nikki. What's wrong with Kiki? Kiki, are you all right? She's got an itch she can't scratch. Poor Kiki.
Wow, she's really itchy. What could it be?
It must be something so small we can't even see it. I have an idea. Drew, do you have your pen? I never leave the house without it. Can you draw a shrink ray? I thought you'd never ask. All right, Drew. Draw a shrink ray that can shrink me and Ricky down to the size of the teeniest speck of dirt. Then we can investigate what's going on beneath Kiki's fur. Get ready! We need to find our way to Kiki.
Left, right, left, right.
Hey, you two, get out of the way!
Sorry, don't mind him. He's just afraid we're falling behind. But we'll be able to smell our leader and catch up.
Smell him?
We ants have an amazing sense of smell.
Yeah, I can smell you from way back there.
Nikki, maybe they smell Kiki.
Kiki, what kind of bug is that?
Kiki isn't a bug.
Yeah, she's a cat.
Oh. She's right over there.
Oh, smell you later.
Nikki, look, smoke.
How strange. Let's check it out. Who are you?
What? Who am I? You come into my home and you ask, who am I?
Your home? You're the reason Kiki can't stop itching.
Kiki? Who's Kiki? You get out of here. You're disturbing the flea father.
Look, Mr. Flea Father, I don't mean to disturb you, but...
Paps, you want me to dispose of these wise guys?
Boys, no reason to be inhospitable. What's your name?
Nikki.
Nikki. My family came from another land to this one, seeking a home we could call our own. Kiki must be your cat, is she not?
Yes, and you're making her really itchy.
We're fleas. That's what we do. Am I right?
I understand that, Flea Father, but I would just appreciate if you could relocate.
Relocate?
I could consider it if you were to make me an offer.
An offer, huh? I know. Find Drew and tell him to reverse the shrink ray and unshrink us.
I'm on it.
Mr. Flea Father, I can give you a home that you can call your own. No one will ever tell you to leave.
Now that's an offer I can't refuse.
I'll be right back. Drew, can you draw a tiny mansion? Coming right up. All right, Flea Father. Move-in day.
Beautiful. Just in time for my daughter's wedding.
How does it feel to be flea-free, Kiki? Thanks for your help, Drew. Anytime, Nikki. I better get home for dinner. When I'm late, it really bugs my mom. Today, we're going on a safari to learn all about animals. Shh, we don't want to spook the red jungle beast. For the male of the species, this is a frequent ritual.
Nikki!
He spotted us! There's only one thing to do with the beast this angry.
Nikki, what are you doing?
All right. Let's kick the safari up a notch and check out some real jungles.
Whoa!
Did you know more than half of the world's species live in the jungles all over the world?
Like lions?
Actually, lions may be known as the king of the jungle, but they don't live in the jungle at all.
Hey, look!
Shh! When on a safari, you've got to remember that the jungle is the animal's home. How would you like someone barging into your home and scaring you? Those are chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are really smart.
That is one smart monkey.
Actually, chimpanzees aren't monkeys. They are great apes.
I think all apes are great.
No, silly. It's a term scientists use to separate chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutans from gibbons.
Well, I still think you're great, Mr. Gibbon.
Thanks, Ricky.
Hey, do any of you know Tarzan?
Did someone say Tarzan? Whoa! Don't worry, Tarzan have insurance.
Tarzan, come join us on our safari.
Where you headed?
India.
Tarzan no like India. Food too spicy. Forget the food, that's a snake!
Relax, I'm Saheli, which is Hindi for friend.
Hi, Saheli. I'm Nikki, this is Ricky, and that's Tarzan.
Nice to meet you.
family of sloth bears. You know who is a sloth bear? Baloo from the Jungle Book. If you haven't seen Miss Booksy read the Jungle Book yet, make sure to catch that episode. The Jungle Book is one of her favorite stories, and mine too.
You know Miss Booksy?
She's our teacher. I'll tell her you say hi all the way from India, but only if you tell Mowgli I say hi.
We will. Bye.
And now my favorite. We're in Australia. Some species in Australia aren't found anywhere else in the world.
Is that dinosaur?
Close! It's a southern cassowary, and it is one of the closest living species to an actual dinosaur.
I have a very old soul.
There must be thousands of different animals in the jungle.
Yes, we have great diversity program.
Actually, there are millions of different animal species in the jungle.
Like in Zootopia?
Yeah, all different animals living in harmony together.
Ooh, that remind me. Tarzan must go home. Tonight, laundry night.
Let's see. That'll do.
Whoa!
I'm okay.
Wow, Nikki, this was awesome.
How about you be the explorer this time, and I'll be the jungle animal.
The big sister is one of the rarest species in the jungle.
Guys, it's me, Nikki, and it's time for a new Nikki's Wiki. Today, we're going to take an underwater adventure. Did you ever wonder what fish do all day? One way to find out is by going snorkeling. All you need are a mask, fins, and a short tube called a snorkel. Then just swim near the surface of the water and see what's happening under the sea.
I just love people watching.
A group of fish swimming together is called a school of fish.
I can't wait to see what we've learned today on Fishy's Wiki.
Do you know scuba divers can go even deeper than snorkelers underwater? SCUBA stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Scuba divers wear special equipment to help them move, breathe, and see underwater.
Ooh, I look good.
You can scuba for all sorts of fun reasons, like just to see beautiful things, science,
Fascinating. I don't think anyone's cleaned this floor in years.
searching caves, photography,
Perfect.
and even making movies.
To be or not to?
Dory, let's do that again. But this time, remember your lines.
One of the best places in the world to go for an underwater adventure is the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia.
G'day, mate. Time for a swim.
The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. You can even see it from space.
Look, the Great Barrier Reef. I'm gonna take a dip.
Perfect form.
It's home to lots of sea life, dolphins, turtles, sharks, and over 1,500 species of fish, including the clownfish.
Hey, everybody. Come visit us down under.
That's what Australians say because it's a land down under. Which makes sense, because it's lower than most of the countries and continents of the world.
And it's beautiful down here.
I sure had fun on our underwater adventure. There are so many beautiful things under the sea. Hi, everybody! I was just getting ready for one of my favorite days of the year, Earth Day. Who's that for?
The Earth, duh. It's the Earth's birthday. I almost couldn't fit all the candles on the cake.
Earth Day isn't the Earth's birthday.
It's not?
Nope. Earth Day is a special day each year that reminds us that we must take care of the Earth.
Well, the Earth is kind of huge. Don't we all have to take care of it? Who celebrates Earth Day?
Well, Ricky, almost everybody. Let's go!
Where?
On an Earth Day World Tour. First stop, Tokyo. In Tokyo, they celebrate Earth Day with the big festival in the streets. People come from all over Japan to celebrate the Earth and learn ways to go green.
Go green? Like Shrek?
No, silly. Going green means making changes to the way you live, some big and some small, in order to be kinder to your environment.
Got it. Where to next?
South Africa. In South Africa and many other countries, they call Earth Day Mother Earth Day to celebrate the relationship between us and the Earth.
So Earth Day is still a huge party, but it's more like Mother's Day.
In Brazil, you can adopt an acre of rainforest with a simple donation.
Wow!
In Hungary, everyone rides their bicycles. In Madagascar, they have a big carnival to celebrate the Earth's big day. In the US, lots of people go to the park and plant baby trees called saplings. What's wrong, Ricky?
What am I supposed to do with all this cake? Oh wait, I know.
Here's 3 things you or anyone can do to help keep the Earth clean and healthy. Number 1, use a reusable water bottle to help reduce waste caused by plastic bottles.
Well, that's easy.
Number 2, when you brush your teeth, turn the water off while you're brushing. You could save up to 5 whole gallons of water each day.
That's a lot.
And number 3, turn the lights off whenever you leave a room to save energy. And remember, like our friends around the world say, Mother Earth takes care of us, so we must take care of her.
Look, Ma, I'm keeping it clean.
Looks like I won't ground you, Ricky. This time.
Today's report is all about baseball, our national pastime. Baseball is played on a baseball diamond.
How am I supposed to run on this?
Not that kind of diamond. A baseball diamond has an infield made of dirt, surrounded by lots of green grass. Baseball players wear a uniform and have to wear a hat at all times.
No good. Nope. Not a fit. I don't think so. Aha! Perfect!
All you need to play are 4 bases, a baseball, and a bat.
I hope it's not a double header.
Not that kind of bat. Baseball bats are made of wood.
You're out.
Baseball season starts with spring training in February. The regular season lasts 162 games and goes from April to September. And then it's the playoffs in October.
9 months of baseball?
Woohoo! Major League Baseball has 30 teams. Some are even named after animals, like the Orioles, Blue Jays, Cardinals, Cubs, Tigers, and Marlins.
This sure beats the zoo.
The teams are divided into the American League and the National League. Every year, the best team from each league plays in the World Series. The first World Series was played in 1903 when the Boston Americans beat the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Arrgh!
The team that has won the most World Series championships is the New York Yankees. They won 27 times.
No wonder we're the city that never sleeps. We're too busy winning.
The Yankees also had baseball's most famous player, Babe Ruth. He was known for hitting lots of home runs and eating lots of hot dogs.
All these home runs are making me hungry.
The fans can eat hot dogs at games too. And lots of other goodies like peanuts, Cracker Jacks, ice cream, pretzels, and cotton candy. Now I know why this is the national pastime.
Next weekend, we're going to the dentist.
Don't worry, Dad. There's lots of healthy snacks at baseball games too, like fruits, vegetables, salads, and sushi. Most baseball teams play outside in the sun.
Take me out to the ball game. What a beautiful day.
But some teams play in a dome, so the game goes on even if it's raining.
Play ball.
So maybe you'll get to go to a baseball game this year. But it's even more fun to go outside and play baseball with your friends. Today, we'll be talking about fairies. My favorite is Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. Do you know that different cultures have all different types of fairies? Some are sweet and helpful, while others are tricky and mischievous. Some have wings, and some don't. Some are as small as mice, and some are as tall as you and me. Some people don't think fairies are real. Those are the same boring people who don't believe in Santa and who don't think Peter Pan can fly. I feel bad for those people. Okay, one of my favorite types of fairies comes from Ireland. Yup, a leprechaun is a type of fairy. Just like Lucky with his Lucky Charms. I love me Lucky Charms. In Ireland, leprechauns like to hide from humans and play tricks on us. But you can keep them on your good side by leaving a bread and milk for them to eat and drink, as many Irish people do. In Japan, little fairies called Chin Chin Kobakama are believed to live inside houses. Some people believe that if you keep your house nice and clean, the Chin Chin Kobakama will keep intruders and pests away. But if you never clean a room, like my brother Ricky, they'll tease you for being lazy and messy. In the Spanish culture, the anjanas are beautiful fairies with wings. They are about as tall as a banana, and they have sweet singing voices. They wear crowns of wild flowers, and they were sent to Earth to protect humans, to do good deeds, and give gifts. Wow! There really are so many different types of fairies, but they almost always seem to be pretty fun and smart. The most famous fairy of all is probably Tinkerbell, who is Peter Pan's best friend. We all know how clever he thinks he is. Sometimes I think Tinkerbell is the real brains of that duo. Clap if you believe in fairies and if you agree that Tink is a real smart cookie. And how about Cinderella's fairy godmother? I wish I had a fairy godmother like her. She shows up just in time to get Cinderella ready for the ball and knows just what Cindy needs to be the belle of the ball and impress the prince. Speaking of princes, Prince Cornelius from Thumbelina is one heroic fairy. Sure, he starts off a little rough, but he sure proves himself. Prince Cornelius rides a bumblebee like a horse and helps Thumbelina become a fairy herself when they share a true love's kiss. I bet fairy weddings are a real blast. One of my favorite things about a lot of fairies are their animal friends. If I was a fairy, I'd want to communicate with animals by reading their thoughts and emotions. How cool is that? Remember Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather from Sleeping Beauty? These wants to make all kinds of magic. They can shrink themselves, fly, make objects come to life, and of course, they make Princess Aurora sleep to save her from the evil Maleficent's curse. Did you know that Maleficent is a fairy too? Maleficent chooses to use her powers for evil, but she's a fairy all the same. In fact, Maleficent becomes evil because someone stole her wings. Isn't that rude? Still, Maleficent didn't have to become so mean. She should have only used her powers for good. Seems like she needed some guidance from the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio. The Blue Fairy forgives Pinocchio for lying and turns him into a real boy. She says to always let your conscience be your guide. Good advice. And it's time for a brand new wiki. Today, my report is all about one of my favorite things. Candy! You know, those delicious sugary treats that some people say isn't so good for you. But then those people usually have a closet of candy hidden somewhere no one knows about. Because everyone loves candy. Did you know who invented candy? Come on, I'll show you. First stop, the caveman era. Yup, cavemen like their treats too.
You know, me tired of hunting all these meats and veggies.
Yeah, me too. Me just want something sweet.
Hey, what's that smell coming out of the beehive?
Me take this stuff over steak any day.
Just don't tell Mom. You know how she gets when we don't eat our meat.
Me mouth won't even open when me finished here.
So the cavemen were the first to discover sweet treats. But the candy quest didn't stop there. Next up, Egypt. The Egyptians were a creative bunch. They were the first to think of combining sweet honey with sweet fruits and crunchy nuts. What a delicious treat!
Wait till Pharaoh gets a load of these. I am so getting a promotion.
Did you know that nobody ever tasted chocolate until 900 AD when the Mayans finally discovered it in Mexico? That's right. They realized that cocoa beans could be turned into a yummy liquidy treat. So they invented hot chocolate. Soon, everyone was drinking it. Remind me to thank those Mayans. So anyway, for the next 1,000 years, people everywhere were sipping chocolate. But then, the sky in England finally figured out how to turn it into solid food. Now we have all kinds of yummy chocolate varieties, like M&M's, Kisses, and Snickers, and Milk Duds, and Twix, Cadbury, and Milky Way, loaded with gooey caramel. My favorite. Now, let's take a look at some of the best candies ever, like lollipops. Lollipop candies used to be made out of dried honey attached to wooden sticks. Then, They figured out how to make hard candy by melting down sugar, so they didn't have to use honey anymore. Did you know that an American candy maker named George Smith actually named the lollipop candy after his racehorse Lollipop? I wonder if Lolly liked lollipops. Now for my absolute favorite, cotton candy. Cotton candy was invented by a couple of candy makers from Nashville. They called it fairy floss, and it totally sold out the first time they sold it at the World's Fair in St. Louis. So, to sum up my report, candy's been around in some shape or form for thousands of years. And there are tons of different kinds because everyone loves candy. Except maybe your mom and your dentist.
That's right, Nikki! Cavities aren't fun, so make sure you brush.
Okay, it's a deal. Unlimited chocolate, if you brush your teeth. My cool school project is all about one of the bestest things ever. Something that has been making kids happy for like a gazillion years. That's right. Today we're talking toys. Everybody loves toys because, well, they're toys. And toys are so awesome. I mean, assuming you like to play and have fun. There are all kinds of toys. Some that need your imagination. Some toys are for running around. There are even some toys that talk.
To the unlimited and past.
There are no adults around. You can be yourself.
Oh, really? Okay. Hey kids, how's it going?
I have so many favorite toys I love to play with. Like Lego. Gotta love Lego. Do you know that you can create 120 million different build combinations with just 6 Lego parts? Well, they'll be at this for a while. Another super awesome toy, the yo-yo! We may like to play with yo-yos at recess, but turns out the Greeks were one step ahead of us. That's right, the yo-yo is actually the second oldest toy in the world and was used in ancient Greece in 500 BC.
Hey, Estophanes, check out my loop-de-loop.
Speaking of old, it's time to dust off our all-time favorite, Mr. Teddy Bear. This cuddly cutie was actually created by Theodore Teddy Roosevelt when he was president like a really long time ago. Teddy bears make for some of the best movie characters, like the Bernstein Bears, Lotso Huggin' Bear from Toy Story 3, and the super cuddly Care Bears. Don't you just love those little snugglers? So basically, toys have been around for a while, and they just keep getting better and better. Like the Pokemon belt, which is super cool because you can whip out all of your favorite Pokeballs right when the bad guys strike. Definitely worth adding to the Christmas list. Speaking of which, how awesome is Santa? Who of course is the most beloved person ever because that's right, he delivers toys. What? There are a lot of cool toys out there. So anyway, to sum up, toys are super awesome! My report is all about gifts. No, not gifts. Gifts. That's more like it. 'Tis the season. Gift giving has been around for a really long time. The Native Americans used to have a gift-giving feast called potlatch. They'd all get together and exchange super cool gifts in honor of special events, like weddings and birthdays and even adoptions.
Here, in honor of your birthday.
A whole sheep, thank you. You are very generous.
Yeah. Animals were actually a really popular gift. I don't think they had Xboxes back then. Get this. Back in the Middle Ages, King Richard the Lionheart gave a flock of birds as a gift to the Sultan of Egypt. And Queen Elizabeth was given one of the biggest gifts of all time. Jumbo the elephant.
Now that wasn't very polite.
Our gifts look a little different nowadays, but they get more and more awesome every year. Without further ado, here's a countdown of this year's top 5 best gifts ever! First up, the Lego Friends Amusement Park roller coaster. It comes with a super cool roller coaster, Ferris wheel, drop tower, entrance booth, and a dining area. Next up, the Hot Wheels Ultimate Garage comes with 36 spots, so you can store all of your favorite cars, planes, and helicopters. Third on deck, the Nerf and Strike Elite Hyperfire.
Ow! I surrender!
Our next totally awesome gift is the Paw Patrol Air Patroller. All you gotta do is flip a switch to transform it from helicopter to plane mode, so you can go on real rescue missions. And finally, our all-time favorite gift of the year is, wait for it, the Thomas and Friends Trackmaster Sky High Bridge Jump! This super awesome set was some good old Thomas zooming under bridges, up spiral tracks, and flying off ramps 2 feet in the air. Well, that's a wrap for today, folks. Get it? Like gift wrap? And today, my report is all about animation. There, perfect.
Ah, I'm alive! You got any carrots around here?
Well, hello to you too, Mr. Bunny.
Please, Mr. Bunny's my dad. You can call me Bun.
All right, Bun. Well, I was just starting to teach my friends here all about animation.
Oh boy! But I'm gonna need a lot of carrots for this.
Oh, brother.
Well, it all started back in 1603 with the Magic Lantern.
That's right. The Magic Lantern is known as the first machine that created cartoon-like animation. You basically just stick glass sheets with pictures on them into the machine, where a light shines on them, and then
out come the animations on the other end. It's not as magical as it sounds.
Don't worry, it was only a matter of time before the inventors figured out how to make real cartoon animation.
Yeah, it only took hundreds of years and lots of different kinds of inventions. Some better than others. Until eventually...
Hey, that's Gertie the dinosaur. The first cartoon dinosaur ever. Super cool.
But that's not as cool as what came next.
That's right. In 1928, one inventor came along that totally changed animation forever. His name was...
Walt Disney!
Hey, I was gonna tell them.
Well, you can tell them what comes after that.
You're supposed to be my animated sidekick, Bun. So, as I was saying, Walt Disney made animation so much more awesome. His most famous one was...
Mickey Mouse, starring in a cartoon called Steamboat Willie. That was the first animation ever where the sound matched the cartoon.
Fun!
Whoops. Sorry, you take it from here.
Anyway, after that, cartoons started popping up everywhere, one better than the next. Like Yogi Bear, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Popeye, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Scooby-Doo, and...
Bugs Bunny! Great Grandpa Bugs. Aw, I missed that guy. Okay, you had to give me that one. I mean, look at me. What's up, Doc?
There's so many awesome cartoons out there right now, like the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom's my favorite. I love you too, Nikki. SpongeBob SquarePants, Frozen, Finding Dory, Zootopia, and the latest and greatest,
Moana and Trolls.
Though, to sum up my report, animations have been around since way back in the 1600s. And thanks to some really awesome inventors and a lot of hard work, they get better and better every year.
Yep, pretty soon everyone could be walking around with an animated sidekick.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think it's time for you to take a nap.
Wait, what? But Nikki, I'm not even tired.
So what's your favorite animated show or movie? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more wikis with me, Nikki. Bye!